Hello, everyone. Good to be back. Right now, we have another young Indian with us. We have with us Koshika Pandey. Let's listen to her. Over to you, Koshika.
Hello, namaste. I am Koshika Pandey. I belong to Sitapur district of Uttar Pradesh. I have completed my schooling there only, and then I decided that I'll be going for economics honors. So I joined University of Delhi for that, and now I have completed my undergrad, and now I'll be pursuing my masters in economics. That too with a specialization in economic development from South Asian University, New Delhi.
Okay, let's hear all about Sitapur.
Yeah, so Sitapur, of course, it's a small town of Uttar Pradesh, and recently only the Uttar Pradesh government has taken a new decision of making the Lucknow SCR. Like Delhi has its national capital territory, now Lucknow will be having its state capital region, and in that Lucknow SCR, Sitapur is going to be included. Basically Sitapur is the adjacent district to Lucknow, so it will be there in SCR, and I guess that is a very big developmental step towards Sitapur, and that will uh, bring the holistic development there also. From Sitapur, of course, the schooling is like a small town. We don't have much big town type of schooling, but I've been seeing that people from there, my fellow, they are doing really great.
Okay, so how did you decide? Tell us about all your decisions, what, and also what you enjoyed in Sitapur, because not many of us know about it. So why don't you tell us a bit more?
Yeah, yeah. So I think I would be telling more about my journey of economics.
Okay, sure. Let's do it.
So I would say my journey of economics started in class 11th, because in 9th and 10th CBSE, they do give us economics as a part of social studies, but in that we don't learn a lot about economics. So the main journey started in class 11th. In 9th and 10th, I was a kind of student who was very confused. Sometimes I mean, I had interest in all the subjects. I loved doing maths, I loved biology also, physics also. So I was a student who was confused. Sometimes I was like that, okay, I'll be going for PCM. Then the other time I was like, okay, I'll be going for PCB. So that was a very confusing state of time for me. But then after the board examinations, I think that is the time when you have to finally decide that, okay, which stream you are going to pick. That was the time when I decided that, okay, I'll be going for commerce. And that time also I was searching the courses of University of Delhi, the, the DU is offering. And I read that when if you want to pursue economics honors or BCom honors from DU, you have to have mathematics at your plus two level. So that was the decision I made, that okay, I'll be going for commerce and mathematics. And I today I think that was the best decision I took. So then the journey started. 11th was good. I had commerce. Initially, I had interest in accountancy also. So again, that state came in my mind that okay, I'll be going for BCom honors or economics honors. That was confusing for me. 11th went smoothly. Then 12th came, and when the 12th came, our batch is the COVID-19 batch. The whole 12th was spent at home only. So being at home, being with books. It was a tough time definitely for us, but it gave us the opportunity to discover us, to have an insight what we actually want to do. And then I decided that okay, I'll be going for economics honors. And then a twist came when CBSE announced that the results will be based on your previous performances and also the past records of your school. So that actually got me heart struck, and I was expecting more. I mean, in my pre boards also, I did well. I was expecting good marks. I was expecting a top notch college, or let's say the North Campus colleges of DU. But then, unfortunately, I got 96, and economics honors 96. We don't get top college, so I got PGDAV College of University of Delhi. But I think being in DU, I realized that it is not all about the college you opt for. It is about what you are doing in the college. Even if I was in PGDAV, I mean, now I don't say this usually that even if I'm in PGDAV, but of course I used to say this before. Yeah, I'm in PGDAV, okay, I don't think it's top college. I won't be able to get to a lot of options. But uh, slowly, gradually, when being in economics honors, uh, being interactive to teachers, doing everything there in college, I realized that okay, it's not all about the college you are there in. It's how you make out of that college. Then the journey was very well with economics. We did research papers with our teachers. I I was a very active member of the societies also. And in DU, I guess societies are the best part. And then I think this was there in my mind that okay, I'll be going for masters in economics. But initially, I was very confused that okay, maybe I'll be going in data science field. I wasn't a person who was thinking about the government examinations like Indian Economic Services or RBI. Then this thing that masters, okay, I have to prepare for the entrance examinations also. So in the beginning of my third year only, I started preparing for the entrance examinations. I gave IIT JAM, CUT, GATE. I got good scores there, but in IITs we know they offer very less seats for the MSc economics program. So you have to be in the very top rankers. So then later on, South Asian University conducts its own entrance examination. I gave that, and that went very well. I had this conversation with my university professors also that should I be going for a South Asian university. They told me that okay, this is a very good university. The faculty there is very good. They offer a very good PhD program also. So I was like, okay, let's go for this. And yesterday only I went to South and I had a visit of that place. It's really good.
Okay. All right. So
And I think,
continue.
yeah,
Please
yeah,
continue.
I think when it comes to the academic journey of a person, it's not only about the academics. Being in DU, like coming from a different town to study in Delhi, you learn a lot. You learn so many new things. Uh, how to handle the emotional aspects, how to handle all other aspects of the life. It's not all about the academic journey. Being in DU, I have seen that people like in the societies of our colleges, we have so much toxicity, but still people learn to live there and people come out much better version of their.
Give us some examples. Or
um
if you have something
so I
else, you
have,
go ahead.
yeah, I've been part of the societies. I mean, so I was a part of two societies. It was one of was the intellectual society and the photography society. So if one society, the intellectual society, felt like a home to me, and the other was like filled with groups. Groupism is there, but still being in that place, you learn a lot. I think that is one thing that people in DU are learning a lot because I have friends from BHU, I have friends from Chandigarh University. They have societies like these extracurricular societies, but DU is something different.
How did it help you? Tell us.
Um, I think it helped me in a way that when I'll be going for uh, work, whether it will be in corporate or it's in the government sector, it will be helping me a lot. People, when go for work, they do not get all the people of their choices. We get different people.
Yeah.
We get people who are not aligned to us, but still we have to work with them. And I think that is something. This society thing is something we get a foundation. As a foundation, we are getting this.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
And how did you find the econ courses?
Yeah, so sir, we in economics honors DU, we in our first year we have not, I would not say basic. but like micro and macro we learn at a basic level, and we have the mathematical methods which we call the mathematical methods for economics subject. And in second year we have the main courses which are the intermediate microeconomics, intermediate macroeconomics, then statistics, econometrics. And in second year only we do this, start this research thing, research papers and all with our professors, research projects in which we form a group of students and then do the research work. In the third year we have development economics, Indian economy as well. And then we have the elective subjects wherein I took money and financial markets, economics of health and education, international trade, public economics. So, since I was telling about DU, I think uh, DU is something. DU is offering the courses which are aligned to many foreign universities also. So of
Okay.
course, I wasn't able to apply for the foreign universities, but I've seen people from DU who are applying to foreign universities and they are getting there in. So yeah, DU is offering very good course in economics.
Okay. Wonderful. And how about the teachers? How did you find them?
Teachers are, I mean, DU faculty is really good. And yeah, one thing more, like I was saying about this, that being in not a top notch college of DU isn't a different feeling. I think in DU we have like the faculty which is there in North Campus, the same faculty we get in other colleges also, the off campus colleges, be it or the South Campus colleges. So the difference isn't there. The only thing is that people have this thing in their mind that okay, if I'm not getting a North Campus college, if I'm not getting a South Campus college, I'll not be able to go through it. And if my juniors are watching this Whitped of yours, I think I would be suggesting them that it's not about the college. If you're getting an off campus college, that's also a good thing. You should join the college.
Okay. And what is your own vision of yourself in the future?
So, as I said, I was quite confused that whether I'll be going for the corporate sector or the government sector. But I think slowly I'm getting an insight that I am a person who is better suited to a government sector job. So I am thinking that I'll be appearing for the RBI grade B examination next year, which is for the RBI managers, and let's hope that I'll be clearing it. But after that, I even think of giving the Indian Economic Services examination. But since it requires masters, so I have to complete my masters earlier. Then
Okay.
I'll be able to give it.
Okay. All right. So, what else apart from economics drives you? What else do you enjoy?
So I am a photography lover,
Yeah.
and I do photography. I've been in the society also, as I told you.
Yeah.
But the society is not only about my photography.
Yeah.
I have a page of mine on Instagram also. I run that, and photography is something that I think I would be taking it along with my work career also. Yeah, other than that, I do sing also. I have guitar. I play it. I mean, I don't know it professionally, but still, I have guitar. I do sing and do photography along with the economics.
Okay. There is an option for people to show their talent on this Whitbed. So if you want to show your Instagram page or you have a clip of yourself playing the guitar, then you're welcome to play it. And that clip, we can pause the Whitbed till you prepare to show us. And it's not something new; it's something that is happening frequently. People
Yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah.
I've seen people playing songs, people showing their dance, and you are free. If you want, we can pause it and then we can talk and you can come back to this. Would you like to show
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Okay, so let's put it on pause. Okay, we are out of the pause and Koshika is going to show us our photographs. Go ahead, Koshika.
Yes, sir. So, this one photograph I have taken from Red Fort. Actually, there was an exhibition at Red Fort. It's written here into Indian Architecture and Design Biennale 2023. It was run by the Ministry of Culture. So I took this photograph there. And then I have been to Uttarakhand recently only, so these are few photos from there also.
And with what camera are you taking these?
Sir, this is from my mobile camera only. I have Samsung A54. This is from there, this on that only.
Okay.
And one, I have a camera, but it's very old. It's from 2013 actually. So it kind of gives the aesthetic vintage shots.
Okay.
These are few photographs from there.
Okay. This, where is this gully from?
Sir, this is the street of Almora.
Oh, Almora.
I think you must be knowing Almora from Uttarakhand.
I know Almora.
So this is,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah, this is a street from there only.
Yeah.
Actually, this whole series of photos is from Almora.
Okay.
This video shot is from Kausani. It's
Mm-hmm.
near Almora only.
Yeah. This is some dhaba there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Wonderful.
So this is, I don't know if the audio is visible.
The audio is not much, but tell us. Oh, yeah.
This is from University of Delhi only. This was the day when the Ayodhya Ram Mandir Pratishthan was done.
Okay.
This series is from Majnu Ka Tela. It's in Delhi only.
Yeah.
These few faces are from Chandni Chowk.
Oh, amazing.
These I took from my camera.
Okay.
This one is from Banaras.
Mm-hmm. Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is from Janpat.
yeah, yeah.
This is one of the favorite shot of mine. This is from Sundar Nursery.
Mm.
So I think others are real, so the audio won't be audible here in this screen
Okay, let's.
sharing.
Okay, I think we have seen enough of this. Can
Yeah,
you,
yeah, yes.
can you get out of the share and stop the share? Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So
It's
thank
fine.
you, Kaushika, for this. Any tips you have for young people?
So tips for young people, I would say that I have seen young people nowadays, they are very busy. Like when it comes to the IIT JEE preparation, NEET preparation, people are literally they are like totally busy in their studies. They're not even don't have even time to get out. I think uh, when you are in the age of class 9 to 12th, it's not all about the studies. You have to learn so many different things. When you are able to learn new things and uh, life lessons, then only you will be able to tackle the life. Just being in the academic journey, just being with the books won't help you in this uh, very tricky life situations, I guess. So I would be suggesting to them that not only just studies, you have to be with yourself, be with your family, and you have to learn a lot before coming to uh, s- a town or a city outside your home.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I
That's
think it's a very valuable lesson. But of course, people say, look, I have to get into IIT. Don't tell me all
yeah,
these
yeah,
things. So I have to study. And that's also
yeah.
true. You do have
That's also true. Yeah,
Yeah, that's also true. That you do have to study hard. Uh, anyway, I think you are looking forward to being an economist of some type. And
Yes, sir.
what exactly it
Hoping.
is, whether it's RBI or Indian Economic Service, that depends on what happens to you and how you
Yes, sir.
proceed. Okay, so good. Thank you. Anything else you want to tell us?
So I think lastly, I would just say thank you to you for having me here. Uh,
Okay.
like when for the first time I was seeing few vidbeds of yours, I literally had this thing in my mind that I'll personally message you. But then we had this conversation regarding vidbeds, so it felt really good. So thank you so much, sir.
All right. Thank you for being here. I learned from everybody uh, as to what's happening, and there's really, what should I say, a lot for the seniors to understand from the young people as to what they are doing, what their interests are. So I'm glad that you are here. Let's end it here. I'll be back with another young person or an expert soon.
Yes, sir.
Bye till then. Bye, everybody.